This podcast is brought to you by Choose and Snooze Boarding and Kennel. For all your pet care and services, follow them on Facebook. Choose and Snooze Boarding Kennel.
This podcast is brought to you by Seafood to the North, bringing fresh, quality seafood to the people in the North at great prices and customer service with a smile. Please visit us at our website, www.seafoodtothenorth.com, or join our Facebook group, Seafood to the North.
Welcome to the Rule G Podcast. I'm your host, Mickey, and my co-host, LPR.
Yo.
What does LPR stand for?
Let's pussy wrecked.
Leaves?
Leaves. Yeah, leaves pussy wrecked.
Yeah,
not like
but
that.
Rex with a W.
I'm retarded, so it counts.
Let's leaves pussy retarded.
Oh, yeah, that would actually work. That's why the pussy looks at me after it.
Drooling.
Yeah, it's not drool.
Duh. It was. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Well, guess what? People are going to be able to jump into this trend of figuring out what LPR stands for because we got our giveaway going on.
Yeah, nice. Just posted that, huh?
Well, we posted it a couple days ago because this podcast is going to be on.
A couple days ago.
We're recording on the day we posted it, but they're going to be listening to this podcast a couple days later, right? So, but yeah, so go ahead, go like our page, share the post, and comment on below what you guys think LPR stands for, and not its actual name, just like acronyms that it can be funny,
like leaves,
and who knows, we might use them in future podcasts. It could
be if there's some good ones in there.
Yeah,
I think so.
Use them, you know.
It could be not rated R shit as well. It could be like
then they'll go to Facebook jail.
Oh yeah. Okay, let's leave it PG then.
Yeah, you can like border the line if you want, I guess, but
yeah.
Anyways, it's too late. People are going to start doing it soon anyways. So.
Should be good. It's a nice little contest. Something cool to win.
Yeah, what can they win?
Meat box.
You're putting your meat in the box?
Meat in the box. No, it's a meat box from Seafood. So like we mentioned a little bit last week.
Seafoods?
Seafood to the North.
Which is?
.com.
No.
Which is
one of our sponsors.
Yeah. So they have meat as well, not just seafood.
Yeah, that's kind of like a weird thing. Like, why would you call yourself seafood if
well, at first meat? I think it was just seafood, but now it's expanded. Local farmers and all that stuff, which is pretty cool.
Awesome. Those steaks look pretty fucking yummy if you ask me.
Oh, yeah. Try and buy those tomahawk steaks. They're expensive, man.
And you can get those boxes like with that meat, right? Like,
a variety box, meat box kind of thing.
So, anyways, hopefully you guys participate and helps us grow our podcast at the same time and
grow our meats.
I mean, if that's what gets you going, man, go ahead.
It gets me going.
But no, it's just it helps us grow our podcast, and at the same time, well, we give you guys something back, right?
Sounds pretty cool.
So, hopefully you guys participate. So, what have you been up to?
Mostly work, but I'm looking into expenses a bit more.
Expenses?
Yeah, I saw some online I want to buy. That look pretty cool.
What do you want to buy?
A Gravitron 2000.
What's a Gravitron 2000?
You remember the recreational parks that the kind of
recreational parks?
What are they called?
Carnivals?
The carnival. Is that what they call them?
Yeah.
The carnivals. You know that one that would turn around?
So we have this problem where we live that we call it a circus, but it's not a circus.
It's not a circus.
Circus has animals.
That's why I was like, it's not a circus.
It's a carnival.
Carnival it is. But anyway.
So they have all these rides that they transport and shit like that.
One of them.
And you're talking about the Graviton? Is that what it's called? The Graviton 2000? That's one of, like, it looks like a flying saucer and it spins real quick. There's no securing belt or whatever. You just stick to the wall because it spins so fast.
I could buy one.
Why would you want that?
Why wouldn't you not want that?
Isn't your electricity bill not high enough with all your electric cars?
Well, nobody would ride it for free.
No.
As gas or grass, nobody rides for free.
Where would you put that?
I mean, right behind the garage.
I feel like it's a little bigger than what you have for space.
I don't know, behind the shed, between the truck and the side-by-side.
Oh, my God.
No?
Ask your neighbor.
Yeah. Oh, he would not like that. I think we could make money off of the Gravitron.
Yeah, I feel like you just want to fuck in it.
I think that'd be cool. You remember they had these sliding things in the sides as soon as it starts going real fast and it go up? I'd give a shot at the same time, Bam.
I can just imagine you pressed up against your fucking wife on the wall because it's going so fast, and you're going to be deeper than you've never been because of the fucking G-forces. So when you fuck your wife after that, she'll be like, it'll never be the same.
Never. I would fuck her up. Okay, maybe I won't buy it then. But I was thinking about it.
How much are they asking for?
It was cheap.
Well, what's cheap?
$28,000.
Oh, yeah, cheap. It's American fucking cheap.
Well, I don't know.
It's a waste of money.
Oh, God damn it. You're probably right.
What else do you want to buy?
What else do I want to buy? I'm buying a truck.
Why?
Why? It's not for me.
For who?
For my dad.
I thought you already had a truck for your dad.
Well, I got to fix it up then. That's what I got to do.
No, that's not bad.
Yeah, it's not too bad. It's a big
truck.
Repair. But, I mean, I got too much shit anyway.
But you want to get a Gravitron.
But, I mean, the Gravitron would just be cool.
It'd be a waste of space.
Well, you know what?
It'd be fun the first week, and then you'd be like, you know what? I'll have to sell it for $25, lose three grand on it. I could just imagine your neighbor's like lights when you start it go.
And the grid would just go down. That'd be cool.
Well, the town would be very happy with you. Pay all the fucking electricity.
Well, it is owned by the town, the hydro thing. Anyway, so maybe I won't buy it.
No.
But I was thinking about it.
What else?
What if a bunch of people buy it? Like 30 guys.
What would you like?
Start
then
your
like
own carnival.
With one ride.
Yes.
Let me guess, you'll be the clown.
Hey. Get the special prizes. Special giveaways.
Oh my God.
Well, anyway.
Like, could you imagine you buy that with 30 people and then like just becomes like a fight for who gets it where?
I don't know. You gotta like start a place and then have like, I don't know, crash derbies, and then you have that fucking Gravitron in there, and then you have something
then
else.
You get sued.
Why would you get sued?
Then you gotta sell everything.
Why is everybody suing everybody?
It's just a thing now. You can have a sign. I think we have a story that somebody gets sued later.
There's always people suing people.
So
it's horrible.
What else? What else is going on?
A lot of work. But I work with somebody that had a wife.
Okay.
That had no teeth.
Wow.
Like she had dentures.
Okay.
And she was young-ish. Like not 70.
Fair enough.
And
where's this going?
I had to ask if he had a gum job.
Go on.
He did. And he said it was the most amazing thing he's ever done.
Well, I mean, obviously, one, there's less restriction.
Less friction.
Ah, fuck.
I mean, it's, like I say, you willing to put your dick in her mouth.
With teeth.
And you play that gamble every time, and you're like, yeah, I'm doing that gamble.
You've had that gamble pretty badly.
Yeah,
we talked about it in one of our earlier podcasts.
Yeah, you're right. I probably have another story for you about something like this, too.
Oh, my God.
It wasn't my dick.
But we're supposed to do the helicopter story.
We'll do the helicopter. We'll leave the other...
Because everybody's probably all excited from last podcast. They're like, we want that helicopter story.
Okay, I'll keep the other fucked up dick for next time.
Fucked up dick?
Yeah, it wasn't mine this time, at least.
Oh.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Is it Jamie's?
He was my roommate back then. Okay, Jimmy's fucked up dick next time.
Okay.
And no, my daughter wants to do just like her mom too.
We're talking about dicks. Like
no, not like
about
that.
Your daughter.
Oh my God!
Like, what a segue, man!
No.
You're good at this. Good thing I'm the one that does the segues. Usually.
Yeah, it's not good, eh?
My daughter wants to do like her mother. We're talking about sucking dick.
I'm horrible at this.
Oh my God!
I know, it's not
for
good.
You.
Fuck. No.
What does she want to do? Let's go elaborate before it gets weird.
The ears. She wants to stretch her ears just like her mom.
Oh, like the
earlobes, you know?
Yeah.
For
the earrings things.
Yeah, she wants
stretch
to
the ear.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. I was like, why?
I gotta ask. So your wife's got the stretched ears?
Yeah, she got the big stretched
How
ears.
many times have you thought putting your dick in there?
At least twice.
Really?
Yeah, just to try it out.
Like a drunk thing, or was it just like?
Yeah, it was like a drunk thing. I was like, would it be fun?
Would it fit?
Not right now. They need to get bigger still. I need bigger earlobes.
Listen to my dick.
You hear that, baby?
I'm gonna come.
Right in her ears.
Doesn't even surprise me.
Well, I mean,
think about that.
I didn't say I did do it. It's just you'd be like, would I do it?
So for you, it's
I'd
a hole's a
do it.
hole?
I'd try it.
A hole's a hole?
Well, not necessarily a hole's a hole.
Okay, I'll ask you a question then.
Yeah.
So if this girl comes and she has a glass eye that she can take out, and now you have an open eye socket you can fuck, would you do it?
Okay, like, am I forcing it on, or she's like, please
No,
fuck my
she's
eye
like,
socket?
she wants it.
Oh, yeah, I'd try it.
Yeah?
Yeah, probably. I mean, she's asking for it. She's like, I love when guys do that. You're like, all right.
You're like,
This is odd.
I like it.
I like it. Well, who else on the planet can say they've done that, right?
Yeah, for sure. But at
You're
the
like
same
one in a million.
Just feel the eyelashes tickling your fucking dick.
I'm trying to figure out how I would do that.
Just like a blowjob.
That's very odd, man.
Do you think she'd be able to look up at you at the same time?
With the other one? I feel the eyelashes as she's looking up. You like that, baby?
Oh, man.
Anyway, too much.
Doesn't surprise me that you'd do it. I mean, you've pissed on people.
Oh, Jesus. You come with that again?
Not my fault, you fucking...
Hey, she asked for it. What do you want me to do?
She asked for it?
Yeah, the chick asked. When a chick asks, you're a gentleman. You say yes. See, I'm a gentleman. That's what I do.
Yeah, I'm sure you are.
I am.
I've been around you enough to know that you're not always a gentleman.
No, I thought I was pretty good at that. Maybe not.
You want to head into the news or what?
Yeah, I guess we can move on now.
To somebody else that's not too much of a gentleman.
Oh, who's not a gentleman?
Ellen DeGeneres.
Oh, it's not good right now for her.
No, what are the numbers? Like, I know, like, so for people who don't know, Ellen DeGeneres' TV show, talk show, whatever, is going to end.
It's going to end.
Like, it's finished.
It's finished.
And the reason...
September, I think
something
it happened.
like that. So some workers that worked for her or work for her, I'm not sure if it's like,
or has worked for her, either or. Everybody that's even been close to her.
So one person opened up about how like the workplace was pretty bad, and then everybody's
toxic,
like,
it said.
Yeah, and everybody's just like, you know what, they're right. But nobody wanted to say anything because she had this image of being so like nice and polite and shit, and people like, I even bought into it. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, it was just an image thing.
Yeah. So yeah, sounds like she was a diva, little bitch.
Yeah, screaming at people, telling her shit. They're no good. She's the best.
Yeah. So when that came out, her show ratings went pretty fucking drastically down.
Yeah.
What are the numbers? Do you have the numbers?
It went from 2.6 million views every day to literally half, 1.3.
Really?
Yeah. As soon as that came out, that
That's
letter,
crazy.
and then she came out, it's like, yeah, well, I kind of did that.
Like,
and
she didn't. Like, the worst part is, like, the apologies he tried putting out wasn't as much of an apology as, like, being like, I'm allowed to do that kind of thing. Not really, but...
Yeah,
you know what I
it's
mean?
more like, well, I do that, so what?
Yeah.
But it's because she had, like, that's happened before to some other people. They're dicks, and everybody's kind of like, yeah, okay, yeah, that makes sense. But not her, because that's her image. The whole image.
Yeah,
about
the whole
her
image is like
the
she
goody
gives...
two-shoe
Yeah,
chick, you know?
she's always been nice to everybody in front of the cameras.
Yeah.
But, yeah, no.
She wanted to quit a while ago, but then during the Trump thing, her brother wanted to stay, and there's a bunch of stuff there, too. But whatever. I think, who watches that shit anyway? Honest to God.
Anymore? I don't know. Like, I watched it a little bit at first.
Really?
Yeah.
Daytime TV is depressing, man.
She was more, like, she was daytime, but, like...
I watched Jerry Springer when I was a kid. That was cool.
But it's, like, they consider her daytime, but her show was mostly going on, like, at 4 after school and shit like that.
Oh, was it? Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah. for me, anyways. I don't know if it's just a channel.
I thought it was the same as like The View.
No,
There's a bunch
it
of
wasn't
chicks
like
just
at
talking.
1 in the afternoon. No, it's
No?
mostly an afternoon thing, so it's closer to when school's done.
I mean, it's a pretty popular show because a lot of
Talking
big
about
stars have been
daytime
on there.
TV, let's just get so we're going
Sure,
into this.
why not?
What are the shows you've watched during the daytime? Let's say there was a school, like a fucking snow day, and you'd miss out school. What's that TV show you were looking forward to watch as a kid? Because you're like, daytime TV, there are some shows that are not bad.
Yeah, for me it was Jerry Springer
Really?
and Jenny Jones.
Really?
And those, yeah, when I was a
Me,
kid,
it was
yeah,
The
I
Price
watched
is
those.
Right.
The Price is Right. That was one
At
as well.
11, I'd
Yeah.
wake up to go watch The Price is Right.
Come on down.
And you want to guess all the things, you know. My favorite game was always Plinko. I was like, oh my god, I'd like to play Plinko one day.
That was with the old guy that beat
It's
up
still-
Adam Sandler there.
Yeah, Bob Barker. But I mean, that's when I was watching it. That's what it was. Now it's
Drew Carey.
Drew Carey. Yeah,
Yeah. Is he still doing it now?
yeah, it's still playing.
It's still on.
There's 2 shows now that are very big. So you got The Price is Right. I think before it is Let's Make a Deal.
Okay.
Have you ever watched Let's Make a Deal?
No.
So it's with the host is what's his name?
The guy that does
The black guy from
black guy.
from Whose Line Is It Anyway? Wayne.
Oh yeah, Wayne. That's
Brady.
right. Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah.
And he's the host, so he's a good entertainer to start with. And so Let's Make a Deal. People got to go on the show costumed. Like, you got to be dressed up into some weird costume
Okay.
to try and get the attention of the host. And the host will come up to you and just be like, you got... That's like one of those game shows where you got 3 doors. One's going to be a shit thing, and
The other one's a boat.
the 2 other ones might have something. And it's like, okay, you pick door number 1. So they're like, okay, we'll open door number 3. And they show you something good but not too good, and then he's like, I'll give you $200 for you to not take that door, and they'll be like,
deal
do I
or
take
no
the
deal?
money? So it's like, let's make a deal.
Yeah,
So
okay,
kind of
okay.
thing.
I never watched that one.
No, it's not bad. I just, the whole costume thing, I just like,
Odd.
really? Yeah.
People are into cosplay nowadays.
No, but not.
It's a big deal on TikTok.
But
That's what everybody
it's like,
does.
it's literally Halloween costumes people are wearing. Like, but I mean, like, you got to think about it. These people are like so like into this shit that they'll fucking get dressed, and go wait in line outside in probably LA for the
and
show,
hope to go in.
and people are probably just like driving by and like, look at
Yeah,
these
I got
idiots.
shit to do. Not a chance, man.
Yeah, like I'd go to like The Price is Right. It's not bad. It's not like you're getting dressed like.
But you still gotta wait in line.
Well, of course.
Fuck. You know, the guy that actually knew all the prices. You ever seen that documentary about The Price is
Yeah.
Right?
You knew a lot of the prices.
He knew all the prices in his head. Like, he's seen that
Well,
show so often. And
Well, he didn't know all the prices. He just had a good knowledge about them.
Yeah.
But what happened is the Showcase Showdown, they'd repeat the same prices. Like, they'd have, like...
yeah, but the guy that won didn't know. It was the guy behind that told him, like, screamed in the audience. It's like,
a guy that was close to him.
$24.99.
Yeah. Yeah. Like,
And that's the guy that knew every fucking price.
yeah, I remember watching that documentary.
Yeah,
pretty
it was a neat
interesting.
little one. Yeah, I remember that one.
Yeah, no, it's like, so he knew, like, so now the show doesn't repeat the same Showcase Showdown at the end.
No, they changed their ways.
Yeah, because of that.
Because somebody got it on the money.
It's like that guy that cheated at what's the name, Whammy there.
Whammy.
I'm trying to remember what the fucking name of that show was.
I don't know.
They had those little demon. They had to press the button, stop it on the fucking prize, or if it hit the
Okay.
demon, they lose all their money.
Okay.
And somebody watched the show long enough to realize that when that square would light up at a certain spot, the next square was never going to be a bad guy.
Okay.
And the guy like memorized that so much that every time that square lit up, when he hit, it would go to the next square,
Boom.
and he'd always get money. He never hit a whammy.
Wow.
Yeah. So the guy won a lot of money and shit, and they were like wondering how he did it.
Yeah, that's right. There's always a cheater. They're like, no, that's impossible.
Dying, and the guy ended up dying like a couple years after
They
from coke.
they whammed him?
No. The guy went on a coke binge or something like that.
Same thing they ask, what would you do with $10 million? Hookers and blow, man.
Yeah,
Hookers
that
and
news,
blow.
that news one there.
Yeah, that was.
The Powerball's like $160
Yeah.
million or whatever, and they're like, what would you do with that money? Lots of hookers and cocaine. And it's a redneck kind of guy.
Yeah,
it's not
even.
even.
And the chick's like, let's move on to somebody else.
Live TV. That's pretty.
Bad idea, lady. You got the truth.
Oh, you got a couple of fucking news things like that are pretty funny. Did you know that the one that fuck her right in the pussy, that was staged?
No.
Yeah. Came out later on that it was all staged.
But all the other ones aren't. Because like that still happens.
Well, I mean,
people drive by newscasters like, fuck right in the pussy.
Yeah, because of that.
Yeah.
Original one. But the original one, from what I've read, was a stage thing.
Really, yeah?
There's that one kid. Did you ever see that one kid that does the interview? And he's like, apparently, he always says apparently.
Okay, I think I know.
It's a little kid there. He's
like,
all
shy.
Apparently, my grandfather lets me watch TV, but apparently, like, it's nonstop. Like, apparently. And, like, you see that the, like, person asking him the question eventually is going to be like, okay, we got to move on, but the kid really wants to talk. Doesn't stop.
Okay. Yeah, like, trying to take the microphone away. Like, okay, that's it. Like, shut up, kid.
Or that other one where the kid was asked about do you miss your... what is it? Does he miss his mom, or is he enjoying his first day in school? And he's like, he's about to say yeah, but then he starts crying. I
know that one. I remember seeing that one. That was pretty funny.
Kids.
Well, there's so many good little videos on the internet, man.
Just like back in the 80s, then kids say the darndest things.
Kids say that. Oh, yeah. Who was the host?
I don't remember.
I think I know why you don't remember. Did you drink that water he gave you?
Bill Cosby.
Yeah, Bill Cosby. Is he still in prison right now?
I don't think they put him in prison.
You don't think they put him in prison?
They're like, he's gonna die soon anyways.
Yeah, I still think they put him in a nice prison.
Like, I think
they have, like, rich prisons in the States.
Probably. But, I mean, like, this guy, like, from what I could read, like, when he went to court and shit, he was pretty much lost already. Like he's at that age, yeah.
Wow. You're putting in your mouth.
Already had a hard time talking. Worst part, he did the Fat Albert cartoon too, right?
Yeah, I remember that.
Hey, hey, hey.
Oh, hey.
But no, yeah, these kids say the darndest things.
Yeah,
Harvey, what's his name there? The guy from Family Feud.
Family Feud. The original one?
No, the newer ones there, the black guy.
Oh yeah, Harvey. With the mustache?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He does another thing with kids too now. That's kind of like kids say the darndest things, but kids with, like, talents.
He'd be a perfect host for that shit, actually.
Yeah.
Steve Harvey.
I doubt they can do little kids say the darndest things anymore.
I think it's Steve Harvey, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Steve
that's what
Harvey.
it is.
Yeah, that's what it is. I knew his last name, but I didn't know.
I saw this little video saying you can't be friends with women. Ever seen that video?
No, but I remember that video where, like, in Family Feud there, this chick has big knockers, but she has, like, the whole cleavage, and her teammate, which is her family, is like, yeah, distract him, and she's jumping, and the other guy's just staring, and Harvey's just like, Steve Harvey's just like, come on, dude.
Come on.
He's like, dude, they're right there, and, like, they're literally telling her to distract him that way. He's like, isn't that your wife? Like, he points up to the guy. He's like, no, that's my brother's wife.
There's a lot of Family Feud kind of error moments.
The best thing you can find online sometimes, if you look, is Family Feud moments that are not on TV.
On air. Okay.
Same thing with Whose Line Is It Anyway? There's a lot of uncut shit.
That was so good. That was one of the best shows ever, man. That was all improv.
I know. But there's a lot of shit that didn't make it to TV because it was too R-rated or something. Okay. So they'd say something, and then you could see just the producer like, yeah, and you can't say that. So
one of the best one of that show was the one they did with what's his name? That little gay guy that would always try to...
Steve Irwin?
Is that the guy's name? He was little, and he was always doing the workouts and shit in the 80s.
Just give me a...
Gene Simmons?
Gene Simmons.
I think that's what it was, right?
Gene Simmons. Gene Simmons.
That's the Kiss singer.
Kiss guy.
Yeah, it's something like that, though. Gene?
No.
Wasn't his genius name? I don't remember. You know that guy, though. He was super flamboyant.
Yeah,
like,
I know.
Super
they
loud.
did the fucking skit. So they did the skit where they're
jet skis.
Yeah, and
it's one of the best episodes of that show. You just write whose line is it anyway? Best episode. That one's gonna pop up.
Yeah,
guaranteed.
but the one skit they'd always do that I really loved was when they have what's his name, the Canadian that's on there.
Bob Barker.
No, the guy that doesn't have hair.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know which one you're talking about. The bald guy.
And they always put him in front of a green screen.
Mm-hmm.
And they're doing like it's a newscast thing. And they're like...
He has to figure out what's the screen.
Yes, by what they're saying without like actually saying what's on the screen.
And he's got to figure it out.
And he's usually good at figuring it out. Yeah. And I'm just like, it always... And you had Wayne.
Wayne, yeah.
He was just good at singing. He always had like they'd always put him in the singing things, and he'd just come up with lyrics like that. It was just like amazing how good this guy was.
Drew Carey was the host.
Yeah,
it's a great show. I don't know why they stopped or they just kind of.
Well, they still have a newer version.
What? I didn't know that. I'll look that up.
Pretty much the same cast too.
I'll look that up.
The host is a black chick. I don't know her name.
No,
but there's newer things they do. There's one where they do it on the floor, so they have like a camera pointing down.
Oh, okay.
And they're like doing the whole skit on the ground, laying down, so it looks like they're standing up.
That could be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all improv shit.
The other thing, when they had to guess shit is what I liked. So like when they had to do the one guy's doing a party and everybody else has a character and the guy has to figure out what the character everybody had to do.
Yeah, I remember that. See, I watched a lot of them, so every time I'm like, okay, I remember this one too.
So like they'd knock and he'd open the door and they'd do a character and he'd have to figure out what character they were. But no, it was pretty interesting.
That was a cool show for sure, man.
Yeah. So that was for Ellen.
Did you see Seth Rogen's face? Is that like what's that?
I don't know. I don't believe that picture's him, but
I don't
some
think
people
that's
are
him.
saying
I was like,
him.
It does look like him. And like, yeah, because I don't think it is him.
Could you imagine the biggest troll, like, pretending it was him all this time, and people are like, it doesn't look like him, but... And he's like, yeah, it wasn't me. Like, a year later.
That's probably what's going to happen. I think he just came out because he's writing a book. A book came out. And maybe it's just a kind of a thing on the internet so people catch on and they're like, oh, by the way, here's my book.
I don't know, Seth Rogen. He's a good actor. Good writer.
I like the shit he makes.
Did you watch The Good Sons?
The Good Sons?
Not The Good Sons. The Good
Boys.
Good Boys.
No, I haven't found it.
No?
Well, I didn't. I'll write it down again.
You're too cheap to buy it or rent it?
Yeah, probably, yeah.
Oh, my God.
I didn't have time.
No, The Good Son is...
yeah, that's something else.
That's Macaulay Culkin.
Oh, yeah?
He's that bad kid. You never watched that?
Rings a bell.
He was the kid.
I remember My Girl. Remember that one?
Yeah,
that was so sad.
No, but The Good Son is the movie with Macaulay Culkin is like an evil character in there, and the other kid is the guy that plays Frodo.
Okay, yeah.
What's his name? Elijah Wood.
Elijah, yeah, that's his name.
And
he's made a lot of films too. That kid.
Yeah, as a kid, he was a child actor as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, so he's like the cousin that his mom dies, so the dad doesn't have time to take care of him because of work and shit. So they send him to the aunt that has Macaulay Culkin as a son as well.
And he's evil.
And he's just like a fucking evil kid, kills like dogs and shit like that. And
it rings a bell.
The youngest baby got killed, drowned in the tub. And the mom always blames herself, but at the end you realize it was Macaulay Culkin.
It was him.
Yeah. Spoiler alert from a 90s movie.
They've remade that film, though.
No.
I'm pretty sure they did.
No, the one thing you're going to think about is The Orphan. The Orphan, they made a very similar kind of movie. I feel like when I watched The Good Son, I was like, oh my God, The Orphan really stole from this movie. Because the ending is literally the same from my point of view. So, spoiler alert for both shows. I mean, though they're old. If you haven't watched them, it's your fucking problem.
Any other films you want to spoil the endings for everybody?
I don't give a shit. It's a 90s movie and the early 2000s movie. If you haven't watched them, it's your fucking problem at this point. Skip if you don't fucking want to hear about it. I'll wait. And I'm not... But anyways, but the end, so The Good Son, it ends where the mom's holding the two kids and then end of the cliff. So her nephew and her son.
Yeah.
But that she learned that killed her other son.
Yeah.
And like literally like fucking Macaulay Culkin, the evil kid, like looks at his mom and he's like, I love you, mommy. And that's when the mom like realized how fucking evil the kid is and just drops her kid and saves her nephew.
That's an intense ending.
Yeah. Like, there's a whole fucking build-up to it.
No,
Like,
I know.
You fucking...
But just like, you look at your kid, I love you, and like, he's evil. And
Like-
God damn.
Like, and if you watch The Orphan, it's literally the same thing, but they're like on thin ice there, and she's holding both of them from going into the water, and then the orphan kid goes like, I love you, mommy, and she just drops the chick there, which ends up being an old lady.
Yeah, it was an old lady, yeah,
which
that's
is
right.
based off a true story. Not exactly that crazy, but...
So you're ruining this movie too now?
I said it. I said I was going to ruin both of them, because that fucking movie's old too. If you haven't fucking watched it, it's because you mentioned they made a remake of that movie, but they didn't. It's another movie.
So
but
angry. Fuck
No.
them. Fuck this. Fuck
It's
these
just-
vaccines. Fuck this shit.
I didn't talk about any vaccines.
We're not talking. Well, we got the Astra vaccine that they stopped giving
fuck
away.
that
Vaccine. That blood clot vaccine. That sounds like a Jamaican vaccine.
What are you talking?
Bumba clot. It's a blood clot vaccine.
Oh my god! Now you're getting racist with that
I'm
too.
not racist. They say bumba clot all the time.
I'm just explaining though that you were talking about they remade the movie. No, they did not. They just made another movie that was very, very similar.
That's what it was.
But The Orphan's not bad. I just find it pretty crazy, but it's based off a true story. There was some old lady that pretended to be a kid for so long.
That's pretty cool.
There's a big controversy because she still claims that she's a kid. Like you can see videos on YouTube of that person.
That's sick.
Yeah, it's weird, very weird.
No shit.
And then the movie though, like The Orphan, the kid, like that chick, like she wants to fuck the dad. That's the whole
I don't
thing.
remember
She
that
wants
part.
to kill the mom
So
to
she can have the dad. And the dad's like, no, you're a kid. She's like, no.
Do you remember? Did you watch that movie?
I recall kind of
When they
watching
really
it.
use the black light in her room and she just have all this plan written down on her walls and shit and black light shit there. And, it's a weird movie.
Yeah, anyway.
But very reminiscent of The Good Son. The Good Son, I really like The Good Son a lot more because it looked a little less stupid.
Home Alone's the one I remember from Macaulay Culkin.
Macaulay Culkin, that's the one I remember Richie Rich.
Macaulay, like Home Alone's the big, like that's
Oh, for
that's
sure.
what made him.
No, Uncle Buck made him.
Oh yeah, he was an Uncle Buck.
This is his first big movie. That's so Christopher Columbus, not Christopher Columbus.
Christopher Columbus was in there.
Christopher Columbus is the guy that directed the Home Alones. If you did not know,
What?
it's
Go
the
fuck
name of the
yourself.
director. Yeah,
I didn't know that.
no, but the what's his name? Hughes.
Jack Hughes?
No, not Jack Hughes. The guy that writes movies. He's the one that did the Breakfast Club, and he did the 16
Like the big
Candles.
80s ones?
Yeah.
Okay.
The big like teen/kid movies.
It was preteen movies, you know.
Anyways, he's the one that did Uncle Buck. And
That was a great movie.
He directed that, and then
John Candy.
John Candy, yeah. So Macaulay Culkin and John Candy had such like good chemistry, and like he realized
That's why they brought him back in the.
That's why, and that's so they realized how good he was, how Macaulay Culkin was good at his age as an actor too,
Yeah.
like being professional and shit. So
And then he met Michael
I
Jackson.
don't remember his fucking name, but
Then he met Michael Jackson
the guy
and fucked him up.
Hughes wrote Home Alone with Macaulay Culkin as
The main character.
the main character. Like he wrote it for Macaulay Culkin.
Wow.
But then Christopher Columbus became the director for it, and he was like, "You're not gonna decide who's the actor." So he started auditioning other kids just to like show what's his name,
Flex his muscles. Huh?
yeah. But eventually took Macaulay Culkin because the role was actually written for him.
He's like, okay, this makes sense.
But yeah, still interesting though to know that like Home Alone is not a movie that was written and then selected Macaulay Culkin. It was actually written for Macaulay Culkin. But no, and What were you going to say about Michael Jackson?
Well, yeah, he was a good actor until Michael Jackson came into the portrait, and it kind of fucked him up.
Not really. It's just he got older.
That he went on a drug binge.
Well, it wasn't because of Michael Jackson.
It could. You don't know that.
No.
You don't know that.
It's just he got older and he decided to fucking try his own shit.
I don't know, Michael Jackson.
You did a drug binge when you were a fucking kid, and you never met fucking Michael Jackson.
I would have been worse. Come on. Everybody's met Michael Jackson was weirded out by him.
I don't know. I think
really.
I think
how many accusations did he get? And every time it's kind of like give the parents a little bit of money.
That's all it was.
That goes
though,
away. That's
in
it.
my
That's
mind.
all. I don't think so.
What people don't understand,
so. I don't think so.
What people don't understand about Michael Jackson is he never had a childhood, and I can see him relate more to kids being. I'm not saying it was a good thing that he would relate more to kids. He was a fucking adult, but I'm just saying. If you look at through the life that he lived, and he never had a childhood, he had a dad that abused the shit out of him.
Yeah.
Macaulay Culkin had the same fucking kind of life. Came in as a kid, dad abused the shit out of him. And how can you not relate to the both of them? And like you've looked at Michael Jackson talking and shit, and you could see that he's not a normal person because he never got to live a fucking normal life.
He had too much money.
Is it? And the guy had a roller coaster.
He was weird as fuck. Wake up. Same as Prince. Wake up middle of the night. I want a giraffe. They're like, what?
Prince was weird.
I want a giraffe.
Prince was weird. If you ever watch, Kevin Smith talks about.
Yeah, I remember that skit that you talked about.
Well, it's not a skit.
Well, that time, yeah, I know.
So Prince wanted to make a documentary or something,
yeah.
And so like Kevin Smith went and visit him, and like. Everything doesn't make sense.
No.
So
it's a good way he talks about it. It's pretty cool.
Yeah,
I remember that.
But
anyway.
Yeah, to keep it on the train side of things. So somebody's now the new 6th biggest shareholder is CN.
Somebody rich.
Who is it?
Is it Mrs. Gates?
Mrs. Gates? I doubt she's called Gates anymore if they're divorced.
It's Mrs. French now.
Is that her last name, really?
Melinda French Gates.
Well, it's probably French.
It's probably French.
Would you date her?
Of course I'd date her. She's a billionaire.
So you'd leave your wife for her?
For a little bit. Babe, I'll come right back. Don't move. I'm going to buy you 18 goats and 3 pigs, a cow, whatever you want.
I'll be back.
I'll be right back.
I'll be back.
Then pleasure Melinda Gates for a bit, be her sugar boy or whatever that is.
Sugar boy?
She'd be my sugar mama.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd do that for sure.
Really?
Come on, who wouldn't do that? She's a billionaire.
Yeah, but she likes to give out the charity.
I could be a charity.
I could be a charity. She'd make you sign a fucking prenup, that's for sure.
Oh, yeah. Then I'd be like, fuck this. I'm out. There's a fuel shortage in the States, too, huh?
Really?
Yeah.
Is it a real fuel shortage?
Well, they say it's because there's a pipeline that got hacked by a
sounds
cyber
like somebody
attack.
wants to make money. Doesn't sound like it. How does a cyber attack fuck up a pipeline?
I don't know how it says it. That's what it says, though. States. There's a couple places as they declared a states of emergency. That's how big it is. Governors in North Carolina, Georgia, Virginia, and Florida. That's why you keep seeing all these videos online right now of people putting gasoline in like baskets and plastic bags.
Who doesn't have that problem though?
Who?
Elon Musk.
Yeah.
Electric cars.
Electric cars. I'm okay for a bit,
You're right.
I can drive to work with my electric car right now. Mm-hmm. It costs not much.
Yeah, and you can charge it on the
premises.
The company fucking electric bill.
Yeah, that's right. That's pretty good. Saving money that way.
Oh, it's something else that's fucking going down is Greyhound.
Instead of Melinda Gates, I'd bang J-Lo, who's single again.
Is she?
J-Lo. She's like 50. The hottest 50-year-old on the planet.
I doubt she's the hottest 50-year-old on the planet.
You doubt it?
I feel like there's somebody that's probably hotter than her.
Damn, you're asking for a lot there.
No, I'm not.
Really?
like, okay, J-Lo has a nice ass, but what else does she have?
She's 50 and looks gorgeous.
Pretty sure there's part of her body that probably doesn't look gorgeous anymore.
I'd like to know.
Tell me when you get there.
I'll ask A-Rod. He's probably talking shit about her right now.
You think he's talking shit?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Or is he crying?
A-Rod doesn't cry.
Well, he looked like he wasn't. Wasn't he like the one that had that big interview there when he got caught with fucking drugs in his system and he was like tearing up there and wiping the tears off his eyes? A-Rod does cry.
He does cry. You're right. You got me. He does cry.
But like, weren't you saying like they were saying she was maybe seeing somebody else though?
Going back with Ben Affleck. I thought it was funny. I saw it. I was like, Batman.
What was that fucking thing? They used to date there and they call it the fucking...
They called it something?
Yeah. There was a big name.
Like a nickname? Balo?
Yeah. No. No, I'm trying to remember because fucking Kevin Smith made that movie that bombed because of the whole thing there. Because he made that Jersey Girl.
Yeah, okay.
That was the movie where Ben Affleck... Then in that time, Ben Affleck was dating J-Lo. And J-Lo... In the movie, J-Lo's in it with Ben Affleck.
Okay.
And she dies.
Yeah, she died.
She dies right at the beginning. And, like... It was a big thing happening during that time.
Okay.
Benifer. It was Benifer. That was the name.
See, I was close. I said Balo.
Benifer.
See, that's the thing. That's the thing. It could be a thing again on the internet. God. The big Hollywood stars banging each other. LPR and Belinda Gates.
What? I'll settle for Belinda Gates, he says.
I'll settle for Melinda. I'll take the old gal.
Why is it always celebrities dating celebrities though?
Because they kind of know what they're into. Like, it's a different lifestyle, you know.
I mean,
the other person kind of knows. You're like, oh, I can't go outside and buy craft dinner. Yeah, I get you. I can't go to Walmart
because that's what they eat.
You know, they could eat craft dinner. Craft dinner is good. I don't care how much money you make. Yeah, I eat craft dinner.
Isn't it not called craft dinner in
KD?
The States? Isn't it in the States like just mac and cheese?
No, it's got to be called craft dinner.
I think it's
not just. I don't think so. I think
so.
Ketchup chips. That's a Canadian thing.
Yeah.
What else can you eat? Poutine?
Syrup? Smarties.
Smarties.
So, you know what I learned by doing this research about Smarties once?
Please do tell.
So, you know we got Rockets, right? And Halloween. Rockets. The little candies.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
So, in the States, those little candies that we call Rockets are called Smarties.
No.
Yes.
So that's why they have like M&Ms?
Well, no. We have M&Ms as well, but no, it's just we have Smarties, and Smarties don't exist in the States.
No.
Like, Smarties exist as another candy.
What?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Coffee Crisp, that's a Canadian thing.
Yeah, I heard of that one.
Yeah.
Any other chocolate bars of some sort that we only have here?
I'm not sure. But no. I was just surprised because when I looked up Smarties in the States, it brought me to the Rockets that we call Rockets.
Just a random thing you did.
Yeah, because I had this conversation about Americans not having Smarties. And they're like, yeah, because I was gaming with Americans, and he's like, you guys don't have Smarties.
Did you know gilfs in the States are called dragons?
Why?
I don't know. That's how they're called. The cougars.
Because they're so old.
Cougars, they're so old. They call dragons.
They're so.
I'm just stating a fact here.
So
I did my research.
So Melinda's
a dragon.
The dragon.
It's a golden dragon. Fine.
The golden dragon.
Not because I want to piss on her. The golden dragon.
Oh my god.
Diamond dragon, I think would sound better, huh? Yeah, we'll go with diamond dragon.
The wealthy dragon.
What was that, Puff Dragon?
What do you mean?
There's that dragon. I think it was called Puff Dragon. Nobody used them. Like, as a kid, there's like a cartoon.
Me, it was always like the whole thing about like nobody ever. So you watch Shrek and nobody ever mentions like the donkey is fucking a dragon.
Yes. But there's a lot of sexual innuendos in Shrek.
Oh, Shrek is very
all over the place.
very family-oriented movie. Like, it's good for kids, but at the same time, like...
There's a lot of innuendos. You're like, oh.
I see what you did there.
Yeah, I see what you did there, yeah.
Yeah.
It's good for that.
Oh, it's not
too many songs. I hate cartoons that sing all the time.
Yeah, but they brought back Smash Mouth.
Smash Mouth?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Like fucking Shrek. They brought
okay, the
Smash
band.
Mouth.
Yeah, okay, it's like, hey, band, you're a rock star. Okay.
Yeah, All-Star. The song
But
All-Star.
as long as it's not too much.
But they did that song.
Because the same thing with
face. Dun, 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 dun.
I'm a believer.
It's a cover from
the Monkees, yeah, I know. But as long as it's not too much. It's the same thing with what's the movies they put songs in there all the time there?
Disney?
No, like actual movies.
Yeah,
like Bollywood does it all the time. And
have you ever watched a Bollywood movie?
And Grease? What's Grease called? A musical?
Yeah.
God, I hate those things.
Yeah, but have you ever watched Age of Rock?
I hate them. Every
Age
single
of Rock
one.
Is a
They're
good
horrible.
One. Have you watched
every time? It's like,
have
look,
you watched Age of Rock?
I've watched it, and it was horrible as much
not.
as every other one before. No. Just fucking gross.
No.
I hate it all.
You're stupid.
Everyone. It's like, oh, look, this chick, and this chick I love. Like, shut up. Just fucking talk to her or bang her or something. No, I gotta sing about it.
Like, in Age of Rock, he sings while he's banging her.
Yeah, and he's still singing.
Did you know that in Age of Rock? So, sorry, I got all these things about
movies. That's all right. As long as you're not singing, I'm good.
So Tom Cruise sings in that movie, right? He's in Age of Rock.
Mm-hmm.
And so he sings a Def Leppard song, and the singer from Def Leppard showed up while he was recording for the movie. And after the recording, he went to Tom Cruise and he says, "I hate you." And Tom Cruise like, "What?" He's like, "You sing my song better than I can."
No, he said that to Tom Cruise?
Yeah. Tom Cruise is actually a good singer.
What?
Yeah. Tom Cruise is actually good at a lot of things. I don't personally like him as an actor.
Isn't he a bit of a dick?
I mean...
He's known to be a dick. Didn't he flip out there when he was doing that last Mission Impossible on his cruise ship boat thing?
I don't remember.
Didn't you hear about that last summer?
No, the one guy that likes to fucking go crazy is Christian Bale.
Christian Bale, yeah, but you should hear. There's one about Tom Cruise flipping out on somebody not wearing a mask on his cruise ship.
Well, I mean, I don't blame him with the whole COVID shit.
Well, that's why, but it's still...
That makes sense, though.
You should listen to it. He panics like
yeah,
crazy. But I mean, he paid for it.
He's the one that's he has his own movie productions.
Yeah,
he's the boss. He's
the
allowed
boss.
to fucking
like
Christian Bale in the Batman scene. He wasn't the boss. He was just a paid actor, you know. But no, Tom Cruise, I don't like him as much in most of his movies. Some movies are not too bad.
All his movies are good. I'll watch any Tom Cruise movie. They're always good.
But he does, I think, have how do you call that? Short
small man syndrome.
Yeah,
he does for sure. 100%. He's
like people. I've read a lot of places where he'd stand on a box just to look taller in video and movies and shit.
Yeah, guaranteed.
Can't wait to see that Top Gun 2.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be good.
It's been done for a while. They just don't put it out because they want to fucking try and make money when COVID's done.
Makes sense. That's what I would do too.
Fucking Greyhound buses.
Yeah, they're done, huh?
They're done in Canada.
That's gonna be big.
In the States, it's still running, but in Canada, they're done.
The fuck are they gonna do for travel shit?
I don't know. I think the government is obligated to have some kind of...
As law?
Trans-Canada fucking...
partnership of some sort, huh?
Not partnership, but have some kind of travel...
If somebody's old and they live in a secluded area...
And they want to get
somewhere, they have to give them some sort of transportation.
Yeah.
Legally.
Yeah, so
to get to Toronto to see a medical doctor.
Yeah.
So
I'm curious to see where that's going to go.
Yeah, it's a big deal. And
everybody's it could have been avoided if the government had stepped in. So Greyhound lost a lot of money with the COVID shit. So
full year without revenue, what are you going to do?
Yeah, so the government didn't step in and help them, so they're just well, fuck you.
They did for the airports. That's why they still bringing in people from India and all over the place still to this day.
Stupid.
Airports are open. Come in. Retarded.
I'm tired. Tired of this shit, man. I'm getting too old for this shit.
I'm tired. I'm just tired of COVID.
It's dude. Florida never fucking shut down.
No.
Like, why can't we just do the same thing?
Every government's different for
Whoever
the way they
dies. Even if I'm one of those people that die, like, let's just fucking go.
Yeah, I feel the same way.
Because now I feel like I might die, and I got to do nothing the last fucking months of my life.
Well, if you die, I'm gonna say it's COVID.
Why?
Just to be part of the statistics, you know.
Really?
Well, yeah, that's what the government's gonna say.
Oh, probably.
Yeah, he died from COVID.
Jumped off the building. Tried to kill himself before he hit the
It makes
ground.
it that South Park. Have you seen that South Park episode? Oh, it's so funny.
There's this comedian on YouTube. He's like, guy jumped off the building just before he hit the ground, died of COVID.
Yeah. Well, that's what I mean. Look at that South Park episode when they do
the whole COVID shit
in the school. And they're like, okay, everybody don't move. You got COVID. Or you stay in school.
I remember.
And then they're like, he moved. And then they shoot the black kid. Like, and they're like, you just shot this kid. It's like, no, he died from COVID. He's like, what?
I'm not even dead.
That is a really good one.
Yeah, I remember seeing that clip.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
And we did talk about the Astro, whatever the fuck.
Yeah, a little bit. Just, you got rid of the blood clots. We're good.
Didn't?
Let's go like McDavid. Fuck these blood clots. Fuck these vaccines.
Well, they just canceled it because they're like, too many people died from it.
Yeah, they decided they're like, yeah, that's not a good idea.
3 people died already, unless it went up.
It went up 5 or 6 now. Yeah.
Honestly, I'd like to see the statistics of people that got that vaccine and how many they died. I feel like the statistics, personally, this is just an opinion. I did not look it up. But from now, what I'm feeling is that vaccine has a higher death rate than the COVID now.
Oh, I don't know. It's a lot.
Dude, there's 6 deaths. There's, like, how many people got that vaccine? I'm be curious.
We have to look it up.
I'll look it up for next episode.
Okay.
Sports. Let's head into the sports world.
Sports. We got
McDavid, we've been stroking his dick for the past fucking 3 weeks.
He is Jesus on ice.
And I think he just came and we stroked him so hard.
God damn.
100 points in 53 games.
He did it.
Fucking guy.
Yeah, I know. We're like, is he going to? He probably will. How many points did he need?
Like that last game, he just needed 4, I think, to 100.
Only 4. He just needed 4 points.
Said that, like, and he had like so many games left. They're like, oh, he's gonna get it. And that day, he gets it. 4 points in that game. It's just like, fuck you all. I'm not gonna make you guys wait. Yeah. I'm not gonna cuck you guys. Yeah. He's like, here. They got so he was missing 1, right? And they got a power play, and on that power play, nobody was shooting the puck till McDavid touched the puck. That's how it was.
They're all just like, come on.
Yeah. So the whole team was trying to get him the fucking point. So, like, they never shoot it. So Tyson Barrie a couple times got the puck and he's passing it back to McDavid just to make sure he touches.
At least he gets it. Okay, we can 1 more. They're counting. Okay, 1, 2. Okay, get back. Get it back.
I mean, because it's a crazy pretty feat, you know? Like, it's pretty amazing.
Nobody's close to that guy in the NHL now.
No, like, there's not even 10 people that have done that in the past.
That less than 10.
Yeah, it's less than 10 people that have 100 points in 53 games.
That's fucking nuts, man.
Yeah.
Talk about top 10. Did you see the top 10 highest paid athletes?
Who? I guess I could try and guess.
Yeah, I try and guess a couple there.
Well, I feel like LeBron James is probably on that list.
LeBron James, number 5. $96.5 million.
Oh, there's one guy that signed a big contract lately in football. Fucking, what's his name? I only got his first name all the time because it's just 3-letter. Dak.
Dak Prescott. He's up there.
Where is he?
Number 4, ahead of LeBron James.
What?
Like, who's Dak Prescott?
Like,
who's that guy?
I think he's a good quarterback, but he's never proven himself to win.
$100.7 million good quarterback? What the fuck is this?
It's crazy, dude.
That's insane. That makes no sense to me.
This is in the world, so I'm guessing a soccer guy.
There's
like Messi must be up there.
Lionel Messi at $130 million.
Which rank?
Still making a fuckload. Number 2. He's number 2.
Who's number 1?
He's UFC fighter. Walks like a gorilla.
So what? How much is it?
$180 million.
McGregor?
Yeah.
So would this be only the money he's making?
It just says top 10 highest paid athletes. That's all it says.
So how much did he make for that Mayweather fight?
I don't know.
That's what he made.
He must have made a fuckload of money. That was purely for money.
Oh, of course.
Floyd Mayweather, Conor McGregor fights. Even those fights they're doing right now, like Floyd Mayweather with that stupid YouTuber guy.
Yeah, Logan
Paul. And then you got the football players going to do it too. And everybody's just doing stupid shit to get money instead of actually doing the athlete stuff. You got
the Mayweather guaranteed disclosed paycheck was $100 million to McGregor guaranteed.
There you go.
The guaranteed disclosed paycheck was $30 million.
It was a lot, right? That's what it was? 100?
With Mayweather reportedly earning $280 million from the fight and McGregor earning $130 million. So right there, like in his UFC career, so what he said, 180?
Yeah.
In his UFC career, he made $50 million, which is still a lot. But the Mayweather fight gave him the rest.
Yeah. So it doesn't matter what he does in his lifetime now.
Well, he's buying bars just to bar the fucking guy that he punched out of it.
Oh, that was a douchebag move, man.
I hate him. I've never liked McGregor from the start. Like, he wins because of his mouth. A lot of his fights. It's not because.
We'll see the one he's fighting in a couple of weeks.
Month, you mean?
My month. Well, there you go. Poirier. Let's see how he does there.
Talking about UFC though.
Sure.
This weekend, when you guys are going to probably listen to this podcast on Saturday. UFC 262 is going to be out. It's Chandler versus Oliveira. A lot of people are a little mad that Chandler only has one UFC fight and he's fighting for a title already.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know who Chandler is, Michael Chandler.
Yeah, I've seen him a couple fights.
He was a Bellator champion before. He's in late career. He's been wanting to come to UFC for a while, but the opportunity never came. Finally got to sign a contract UFC. Got his one fight. Kicked what's his name? He fought one guy there and he just kicked his ass. Everybody's like, oh my god.
That's why you got one of those main fights here.
Yeah, well, Poirier didn't decline the fight for the fact that he wanted to fight McGregor again. Obviously because of money, probably. And I mean, you want to finish the trilogy. It's 1-1 right now.
Dan Hooker.
Yeah, Hooker. And Hooker's not a bad fighter.
No, not at all.
But yeah. I just find it stupid that the guy that can contend to be number one decides to take another fight for money. It's like, there's something wrong with your sport when you're not want the title fight. You want to fucking have the money fight. I feel like you should always want to be fighting for the title, right?
Yeah.
Personally, it's just a thing, but yeah, so that's going to be a thing to watch.
Perfect setup, but they go where the money is.
Yeah, but I mean, wouldn't you want to be champion?
Yeah, I think it is. I don't know. Like, which one's better? An extra $10 million or the champions, the belt? You're like, well, you know
well,
what?
If you prove yourself,
I'll try after.
So you look at McGregor, you look at a guy like GSP, man. He went champion and then stayed there for a long time and made a lot of money.
Yeah.
If you can prove to be a good champion, you can make a lot of fucking money if you're there and you stay there.
You stay there, yeah.
But
yeah.
anyways, yeah.
But McGregor is a big name.
Yeah. So, want to know why Elon Musk is the most interesting man in the world?
Why is Elon Musk the most interesting man in the world?
His charm is so contagious. Vaccines had to be created for it.
Oh, hello, Mr. Musk. Or Tony Stark in this day and age. I mean, Jesus.
Oh, yeah, I think we should start every Elon Musk that way. Just like,
I agree. I think it's pretty
random,
cool.
stupid facts that are not true, but just make it sound pretty fucking awesome.
Elon Musk is the most interesting man in the world, so he deserves this.
Yeah, he's like the next Chuck Norris.
Oh, that everybody kind of does these memes, not memes, but...
well, nobody's really doing it. We're starting it.
Okay.
And then it's going to become a big thing.
A trend.
Like, Real G Podcast was the first.
I like that. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's a starting trend.
So he went on his Saturday Night Live episode there.
He did go.
How did you find it? I didn't watch it. But
I liked the opening monologue and a couple of their skits. Like he's a different guy. You can see it right away.
Yeah, but you can see it. Like I've watched some of the skits, and you can see like they're trying to make fun of him a little bit. Like they can, like already that some of the cast weren't too happy that Elon's going to be on it. I feel like they were trying to poke fun at him. They're lucky that this guy doesn't give a shit, because I feel like other people would have been like fuck you.
He doesn't have to do this shit.
Because they were like trying to like. So I think Elon Musk, when this whole virus shit started, said something like he didn't believe in masks and shit. So they kind of had this whole skit where they made fun of that whole mask thing for him saying. Because they're like doing like this whole like cops and robbers like cowboy thing there, and they all have those bandana masks, and
he's like
no. They were like pointing out that he didn't want to wear one, but he's like, no, but now I do want to wear. Like they're trying to backtrack on what he said in the past and trying to like make fun of him. But like I said, this guy doesn't give a shit. He's a millionaire. Billionaire.
He doesn't have to go on Saturday Night Live and do whatever. He's having fun with it.
And this big thing that was happening before Saturday Night Live was the Dogecoin. Everybody's like, oh my God, we're going to become millionaires because he's going to talk about it on Saturday Night Live. And
what happened after Saturday Night Live?
It crashed. A
A
bunch of people lost a lot of money.
I don't see them putting on Facebook now. Dogecoin.
We had some of our coworkers, right, that were all into it too.
It tanked.
I wonder how much money they lost. But
it could go back up. I'm just saying, like, whatever.
It's a meme Bitcoin. Like, it was created to make, like, to be a joke of Bitcoin. And Bitcoin crashed as well.
He finds it funny too. Yeah, but that was mostly because he said Tesla was going to take Bitcoin as currency.
Now it backfired.
He backfired because he's like, wow, he wants a more energy efficient cryptocurrency.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, wow. Because he is pro environment and all that. That's why he created these electric cars, you know?
Mm-hmm. So, no, I agree. But I'm just saying.
Saturday Night Live went from 1.2 million viewers to 4.8 just because Elon Musk was in there.
You see,
quadrupled.
Like, it's crazy to think about that. Like, this one guy, like, you can't say he's not interesting if 3-point-something million people watched.
Only because he was there.
And I can bet you that some of that first, that initial 1.6, was that what it is? 1.2?
Yeah.
That initial 1.2, a lot of them didn't watch because they're like, we hate Elon Musk.
Yeah, we're not watching because he's in there.
So that means there's a lot more. Like, it's just crazy.
No, every time he's crazy cool.
Yeah.
Have you seen his car? He wants to do like a camper car with his truck.
That doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, and it's like it's stacked in the box, and then you just open it up. Mm-hmm. It looks like an outhouse. It looks ugly as fucking hell. But he's like, it's efficient. There's a solar panel and everything in there works with it.
Do you think that the Cybertruck's going to stay the look that he's trying to do, or is that just to troll people and eventually he'll release something?
I think he's going to stick to that genre.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think he will.
Because the car, he didn't do anything very drastic with the car.
No.
But
it
the
looks
truck,
cool.
he made it look like...
Yeah, but he needs something to clash. It looks like nothing else in the market at all. I don't like it, but it's different. It's different. That's all you want.
Very
different.
Curious on like.
I want Melinda Gates, My golden dragon.
Diamond.
Well, yeah, it's pretty cool. He had some good skits. His wife was in there too.
Oh, really?
She was Princess Peach.
Oh,
when he was in the Wario one there.
Okay.
She was Princess Peach, and she had a panic attack before doing the show.
He actually did a pretty good fucking Italian accent.
Yeah,
I can give him that.
You give him the Italian accent.
And I guess he's like a Mario fan because he probably fucking seemed to know a bit about Wario and shit. Mm-hmm. It's pretty funny. Like, I mean, like. He did a good job for a guy that's not an entertainment business.
Yeah.
Pretty good. But
I'll applaud him. It's pretty cool.
You want to jump to the idiots of the week? We go from the most interesting man to the stupidest people.
Well, you got the fuel shortage people with all that shit. Yeah, that's fucking idiots for sure.
For idiots,
it's the same thing as the toilet paper.
Yeah.
Anyway.
But we were talking about suing earlier.
One burglar sues a homeowner after being raped by German shepherds. He trying to steal the house and trying to get out through the doggy door, gets stuck. Dogs raped him.
But, like, did he lose his pants? Like, how?
I think they forced, like
they ripped through the pants?
Yeah.
Or do you think they just humped over the pants?
I don't think they humped over.
Do you think there was penetration involved?
He needed medical attention, it says. Yeah.
Do you think there was penetration involved?
I guarantee there was penetration involved.
Because a dog knots, right?
Well, they...
That's not what it's called?
Yeah.
Like, they like, jam inside of you?
Yeah, they jam and then they get stuck in there.
Yeah.
So, there's a civil lawsuit.
Could you imagine? Oh, my God.
Between $100,000 and $350,000. That's what he's suing them for.
Do you think he wins?
Even his name is in there, Mr. Carlson.
Do you think he wins in court?
The elderly woman insists that no matter what the court decision is, she will refuse to pay Mr. Carlson.
But, like, what do you think?
There's no way you can win that shit. That'd be insane.
Well, I've seen, like, there have been these stories where people rob houses and fall, break a leg, and were able to win the lawsuits.
That's crazy. You never know. Know. Never know.
Can't fix stupid, man.
Can't fix stupid. There should be a sign. If you're stupid, you cannot sue if you're stupid.
But, like, I mean, when the dog has no fucking... doesn't have, like, a recollect... Like, doesn't have enough notion to know he's doing something wrong.
He's not even sure it's a person. Just like,
I'm horny.
That looks like a dog. If he's got a hairy ass, the dog's like, meh.
And if it was LPR, you'd be like, looking at that ass, is like, I can't see their face. It's a hole.
It's not an ear hole, but it could do.
Try everything twice.
God damn it.
Fuck calling the cops. Let's make this guy pay. But, like, fucking... Oh.
There's a lot of stuff with animals. It happens all the time.
I just got this headline in my head from this fucking whole thing. Fucking guy tries to steal house, ends up getting his virginity stolen.
Oh, popped his cherry by a German shepherd.
Oh, could you imagine? Like, oh fuck, man. And it's two, right? It's not just one dog. There was two dogs involved.
Yeah, it was two shepherds that raped him, not just one. Two German shepherds. Like,
one was done,
like,
then
all right,
next one.
Tap out. Taps the other dog. All right.
Is that a three-way? Maybe it was his first three-way as well.
Good for him. At least he can die happy. He's had a three-way in his life.
Could you imagine how scarred you are for the rest of your life, though?
Yeah, guaranteed. Forever.
Like, you don't want a dog near you at all after that.
Like, apparently it happens in, like, zoos and shit like that, where people go in the water with dolphins and they get raped by dolphins.
Yeah, but dolphins are, like, the only other known mammal to have sex for fun.
Yeah.
Other than humans.
But people get raped.
Yeah, well, it's not, like... It's not rape, but it's, like, touchy. They get very, very fucking touchy.
Wow. Like, there's videos you can see deer and, like, shit like that, like, raping people. To death, almost.
Yeah, well, I mean, I do know that, like, moose and shit like that, like, when they're in their rut, it's a very, like, you don't fuck with those things.
No.
But I'm talking about, like, dolphins, like, I've heard they're very touchy. Like, they're not going to literally rape you, like the dog did to these two guys. They'll touch you in the wrong places.
I don't know.
Mm-hmm. They say that that's probably the most intelligent animal, too.
Yeah. And they keep killing him in Japan. Where Godzilla's born.
What else do we have for Idiot of the Week?
I got a vet staff in Whitby that was trying to make a TikTok video. Funny. Grabbed an injured cat and injured him more. And they're like, what the fuck?
Was he injured? Like...
Man, the cat had a broken paw and had that fucking cone thing. And the vet like, oh, look, I'm beep, 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 making this little video shit. And like cat was more injured and it looked so bad too for that private vet.
Was it a vet or was it like
it was a vet staff?
Yeah, staff.
Yeah. But still, what the fuck's wrong with people?
People are stupid.
Yeah.
And do you have something else?
Well, we had this. Well, I don't know if it's an idiot. It was just kind of strange. Like this lady just kind of left her job, left her house, whatever, and then they couldn't find her. She was missing. They're like, well, somebody stole her, whatever, right? They didn't know.
Somebody killed them.
Reported missing, So they're like, well,
how long?
She could be dead. 5 months.
They found her?
They found her near a national park.
Okay.
Not in the park, just near her. Kind of parked with her vehicle. She was staying in her vehicle most of the time. And she was living off grass.
Just grass?
Just grass. She was eating grass and going to bed in her car and just sticking around there. 5 months.
Weird.
I think she had mental issues because,
I agree.
We're not cows. She needed medical help because she was so thin and like,
yeah, well, it makes sense if that's all she was eating.
You're not supposed to eat grass.
Well, I mean, you can, but I mean, there's nothing in there.
You're missing nutrients. That's for sure.
Yeah.
You need some protein in there.
Well, that's it for the idiots.
Yes.
There's one more idiot we didn't talk about yet.
I wonder which idiot we didn't talk about yet.
Jamie.
Jamie sucks.
So why does Jamie suck this time, LPR?
Because he didn't know at first when I met him what a partridge was.
Okay.
Like, he wasn't like 8 when I met him. Like, he was like older. But, he's not in the bush too much. He came from a closed family, more like a city life, without, not really a city, but almost, So we were walking to the cottage one time, and he's like, "Oh, what's this?" And it was a
partridge.
It was a partridge, a
Yeah.
grouse. We're like, "Oh, that's a baby partridge." Like, "Oh, fuck, wow."
Was it a
full size
partridge? Okay,
partridge.
But
and
you
he's like,
call
"Oh,
it
okay,
a baby?
It's a baby partridge." He's like, "Okay." I said, "But you got to be careful." I said, "There's Mama Partridge, and she's as big as an ostrich." Holy fuck, really? Oh, yeah. Don't fuck around with partridge, man. They're going to peck your head off. Like, they're big.
So did he believe you?
Oh, yeah.
So was he trying to find it?
No, every time he saw one, he was just kind of scared and looking for the mom.
Looking for the mom? Did you eventually tell him?
I'm sure he knows now. I mean, eventually he'd click on.
If not, I mean, he's listening to the podcast probably, and if I can figure it out now.
That's fucking funny, yeah.
Fucking guy.
See, now, does he suck this week? He's good.
What?
He didn't suck last week, you said.
Did he? We didn't do a story.
No, but it was kind of like, had a reason for it, but you didn't believe me for.
Yeah.
Yeah. He sucks this week. Come on.
He always sucks, to be honest.
Jamie sucks.
He sucks.
He sucks.
Have you ever talked to him since we started this podcast?
I have not. I tried to call him one time and he didn't call.
Really?
Nah, he's a pussy. He's scared right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Because he knows we're talking about it.
He knows we're talking about it, and he's just like, I don't want to talk to you. I'm going to cry at night, man.
Oh, poor Jamie.
Yeah, well.
Poor guy.
Screw him.
Yeah, I guess. So, you want to finish this off with one of your sex stories? The one everybody's impatiently waiting to hear about?
The helicopter.
So, you got to start us off. Like, where is this happening?
Okay, so I met a guy at a bar.
So, this was with a guy? No.
This was not with a guy. But that's the guy that showed me the magic trick.
Oh, that magic trick.
Yeah, the infamous magic trick.
So, you didn't come up with it?
No, the old guy showed me. That old dude, he had white hair, and he did the trick on one of my coworkers, and I was like, Jesus, this fucking works.
This works. And I've seen it in action now, so I know it works.
It works. You've seen it. Yeah. I've done that. In the hockey room.
Yep.
Yeah, that's right. That was
another guy. No, I'm kidding.
Another guy's girlfriend. Anyway. So that old dude I met at the bar, and he did this trick, and I was like, that's an interesting trick. I was like, I'm going to steal that for you.
Yeah, and we're not telling you this trick, people. Like, we don't want you to know it.
You don't want them to know? One day, maybe.
Maybe
one day.
Maybe they can ask you. Like, any woman listening want to know a magic trick? come see LPR.
That's right. I like that. That's good. I will physically show the trick.
Yeah.
My magic hands.
Yeah.
I like that. So I met that old guy. He told me, and then I started talking to him like, fuck, you're a pretty cool guy. And you talk, whatever. What do you do? Oh, I'm a helicopter pilot. Oh. Where's the helicopter? Oh, it's in the airport, the station.
So
whatever.
where are you in this story?
I'm in Sudbury.
Sudbury?
Yeah. And I'm like, oh, really? I said, like, yeah, it's a gated thing. I said, but you got the keys? Yeah, I got the keys. I said, oh, fuck, I'd like to go for a flight. It's like, well, I could give you a lift. I said, what? He says, yeah, but it's got to be like after hours, but not too late. Okay. I said, all right, I can do that. And he's like, give me $500. I said, deal.
$500.
$500. I said, I'll do it. He said, it's got to pay for the fuel and, a little
makes
bit.
Sense.
He said, I got to be safe. I said, you don't tell anybody. No, I'm not telling nobody.
But, like, did you ask him to invite somebody, or this?
No, I didn't
afterwards?
tell him that. No, I just said, I'll probably bring one my wife, like my girlfriend
at the time. Was it your girlfriend at the time? Okay.
Yeah. And he's like, yeah, okay, cool. So next night he texts me.
Do you still know this guy?
Yeah, I still know that guy.
Like the pilot?
Yeah.
Do you talk to him sometimes?
I haven't talked to him in years.
Do you have him as a Facebook friend?
I don't have him as a Facebook friend.
You gotta find him.
Yeah, I should try to find him.
This sounds like an older LPR.
An old creeper guy.
No, but I feel like he's like he's the Jedi and you're the Padawan.
I learned from this guy.
I feel like that guy. Like for him to be like, you know what, $500, I'll give you a helicopter ride.
Yeah.
That's not anybody that would do that. Somebody that's actually very professional at their job would be like, yeah, I can't do that.
I can't do that, sir. No, sorry.
And he's like, you know what?
This weird guy at the bar, I'm going to give you a ride.
Yeah. And he didn't know how weird you could get because this story's not done yet.
Well, I told her I was bringing more of a person, right? So
yeah.
It's like, okay, yeah, that's cool. And then he's like, okay, we meet him at the airport. He sneaks us in, and he's like, okay, but he still has to talk to the tower.
Yeah.
It's still legal.
No,
it's just not supposed to during that time or whatever, right?
Yeah, keep going.
So we hop on, and then we get all excited, and then, it's our first helicopter ride, and then he just starts flying, and he's talking a little bit on the radio, and then I'm like, oh, this gets hot, like it's...
What do you mean?
Well, it's a little illegal kind of thing. You're not supposed to, so it kind of turns you on a little bit, right?
LPR, not anything turns you on. Pretty sure that helicopter ride's nothing special. You're just like, you know what, I'm horny.
Yeah, I'm horny. It was in the air. There's a bunch of lights everywhere. You can see the lake. It was hot as fuck, man. So I just started, rubbing a little bit, and then she's like, gets a little bit more. Then we start making out. Then he stops talking on the radio thing because we have these headsets.
Yeah,
right?
I know how, because it's so loud.
Because it's so loud. Then he stops talking because all he hears is like...
Oh, you guys still have the fucking mics on? Oh, my fucking God. You were gagging on the fucking radio.
So we're making out. You hear all this shit. So he stops talking because after a while we're not listening. And then eventually, I just fuck it.
So there's enough room for you to fuck in there?
Yeah. It's a medium helicopter. It fits like 8 guys in the back, and you got 2 in the front, the pilot and the co-pilot shit. There's lots of room back there. So we bang, staring outside.
Whoa, you can't just go we bang staring outside. You got a guy like This is a sex story. So are you guys taking all of your clothes off or just pants?
No, so that's what I did. We start making out, it gets intense, so I start rubbing her, and she gets excited too. I feel the panties are wet, So I'm like, fuck it. I take the panties off, unbuckle the belt, turn her on the seat, and I said,
doggy
style kind of thing. She's looking out the side window.
Ooh.
The pilot's looking through the shit for sure. Like, he's looking in the mirror. He's like, holy fuck. So he's kind of flying on the sideways.
Think he's jerking one off?
I don't think so. I think it's just cool, right?
You sure?
I don't know. Maybe
that's why you got silent.
Maybe that's why I got silent.
So you guys still have your microphones during this, right?
No, at the start when we were making out, yeah. But after we started banging, the panties got off. Like fuck these headsets.
Unbuckle.
Could you imagine the guy just listening? Oh yeah, in the mic. All of a sudden, he just puts it through the tower. The tower can hear you fucking bang.
So the radio tower, everybody sees it.
Anyways,
so he'd have
so
fun with it.
style.
We're doggy style. It doesn't take me long. I'm too excited. Like, this is fucking hot. So it doesn't matter.
So were you guys a mile high?
Oh, we were quite high. I bet you we were 5,000. I don't know. I don't think we were 5,000 feet in the air. Yeah. Pretty close, though.
So you're not part of the Mile High Club?
I could say I'm part of the Mile High Club. Come on.
Not above a mile?
Yeah, damn. I'm going to have to do it in an airplane then.
If you get caught, then it's like very illegal.
Yeah, probably. So anyway, we banged.
So how did this get on? So like you're done. You came in her.
Yes.
Put the pads back on. Put the headset back.
No, that's the thing. We left a gift for the next people that would go in there.
What did you do?
I left the panties in there.
Oh, panties. Okay. Put the pants back on.
Put the pants back on.
Fuck yeah.
But left the panties in.
Put the headset back on. Yeah. Talk to the guy again.
Yeah.
Like nothing happened.
Yeah, and he's just like, whoa.
Did he say like...
Oh, yeah. He's like, that was awesome. He's like, never done anything like that. I said, I don't even know why I'm charging you. I'm like, so it's free? He's like, no, fuck you. I'm still charging you. He's like, still.
Could you imagine though? Like all of a sudden he joins and you're just like, who's driving the
He's right there. You're like, what?
Autopilot.
Don't worry about it. But yeah.
Would you have let him?
What? No. With the autopilot? Fuck, go back to driving. Get the fuck out of here.
You can just imagine the tower just like the helicopter's been hovering at the same spot for the last 5 minutes. Wonder what's going on.
Well, the helicopter kind of does this little bounce to help you out. Now,
you think you're strong enough to fucking fight the whatever you call it there, the lift from the fucking propellers?
Yeah, that's right.
I doubt you can fuck hard enough to fucking play with the lift.
Probably not. That's a lot. But yeah, then eventually, we did land.
So he was like,
happy. He thought it was super cool. Yeah, he enjoyed
it. Like
no, he thought it was super cool. He laughed it off. The guy was super chill, man. And we finally land. He's
Could you imagine though? Like it's completely the opposite, and he's pissed.
Yeah, I mean, it could have been.
And he like just like lands the airplane, the helicopter as you're like doing it or something, you know, or purposely goes like, and you just go.
It's trying to fuck you up, fuck your momentum.
Gives you more momentum, maybe helps you.
Yeah. No, he was super cool about it, man. So afterwards, we left the panties like kind of hiding in there. And then we landed.
Do you think he found them?
I didn't tell him about it. I don't know who did.
His wife.
What is this?
So you've talked to him afterwards, like later on? Or?
Yeah. I've seen him a couple times afterwards throughout the years.
Did he offer you any more helicopter rides?
Nobody mentions it every time.
Really?
Oh yeah.
This guy's crazy. He fucked in my helicopter.
And I let him.
And I watched.
It's super cool though.
What you didn't know, you had a camera in the corner filming the whole thing, sold it on YouTube.
I think, people have sex in different places. I just thought it was a cool place.
It's like those fake taxi fucking videos on Pornhub. Have you ever watched those? The fake taxi. It's like a British thing there.
Yeah, that's right.
And there's always that moment where the girl's like, is that a camera in the corner? And he's like, no.
No, don't worry about it.
But you understand, like, in real life, there's literally somebody filming the whole scene.
No, there's no camera here. It's all the play, right?
I know, but it's still always funny when they do the, is that a camera up there?
You think people have had sex in crazier places?
Well, I mean, airplanes.
Yeah, airplanes. That's just kind of normal stuff.
It's a tight little fucking bathroom to fuck in, man.
Well, maybe for you.
No, for a lot of people.
Yeah, even for me, that'd be tough. But I mean, it's not odd.
Haven't you done it in a train?
No, not yet. No, not yet. I don't know.
No.
Maybe one day.
I'll
buy an engine and do it legally.
I've done a casino. I've done it in a casino.
Like on the floor at the casino?
No, in the bathroom stall. In a
yeah,
casino.
but that's like any bathroom stall. You could be in the Walmart bathroom stall and it's the same fucking bath.
I wouldn't have sex in a Walmart bathroom stall.
I'm just explaining to you that the bathroom stall is the same fucking thing as any other bathroom stall.
I don't know. You think so?
Yeah.
You kind of
I've caught somebody fucking in a bathroom stall.
Oh, nice. What'd you say?
Nothing.
Oh.
I just laughed it off.
Knock on it.
Can I join?
I just want to watch.
Can I put a camera up? But no. Freaking weird places. You always have those like videos online where they do it in like the change room at a store.
Yeah.
That's pretty crazy. Theaters.
Trucks.
Yeah, but trucks with the tinted windows nowadays.
Yeah, I mean, there's got to be some odd places.
The beach.
Screaming Seagull.
That's the sand one?
That's the sand one.
Oh, for fuck's sakes. I think it's time we call this episode off.
Yeah, it's getting too much now.
Yeah.
That's all right.
Getting tired. Saying stupid shit.
It's good. It's good.
Not bad.
We'll take it.
Yeah. Whatever. Anyways, people, that was episode, 15 now? 15?
15.
That's crazy, man.
Roll G.
Every time.
Yeah, it's cool.
I like mention it at the end. A lot of people are like, welcome to episode 15. I'm like, this was episode 15.
This was.
Everybody says it at the beginning. I'm like, fuck you, I'm telling you at the end. Just in case. Like, can you, like, it's I should say at the beginning, because people will be like, oh, this is 15. I didn't listen to 14. But they get to the end and it's 15. Like, fuck, I forgot to listen 14.
The other way around, man.
I don't give a shit. I'm going to keep doing it this way.
Roll G.
Roll G podcast, people. Catch you on the flip side.
Yeah.